Hey guys, it's Sqee Jvanny back with another video. These people are messing up my shot. Back with another video about training and making money while training in not common ways. So the last videos, it seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it, so figured let's build on that. I want to find more ways that are not common. I wanted to go off the wiki. Some of these are on the wiki. I wanted to go off the wiki too to find some maybe not so common ways to train, and some of them ended up being pretty profitable. So I think I'm going to turn this into a series of sorts. This video we're going to focus on crafting, if you could tell by my inventory, and we're going to try to, experiment, find ways that we can make money while also training and get great rates and great money. So this video, we have 3 different methods of training, crafting. I'm waiting on another gem to buy, which is Dragonstone. Right now we have red topaz, diamond, and we're going to have Dragonstone. We are going to craft these gems into a to-be-determined jewelry. I'm going to make you wait for that. And then we're going to compare the XP rates, compare the GP rates per hour, talk about how they might vary and what you should look out for. So you can train using these methods and make a lot of money and make a lot of experience. So if you like these videos, please leave a comment. Please like the video. Let us know what kind of skills we should look into and try to find some uncommon training methods. We'd love to hear what you think. I like the positive feedback, so if you got some positive feedback, let me know. We could always kind of adjust these videos to help out the viewers. Of course, that's what we want to do. Of course, that's what we want to do. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead to the furnace in Edgeville. I'm going to craft these gems. I'm going to make some jewelry, make some money, make some experience. We're going to come back, talk about them, and discuss how these methods might change your life. We'll catch you in a few. All right, so we're going to get into the actual method itself, which might not be too uncommon. We're going to be crafting bracelets, but we're going to experiment because we're not just trying diamonds. We're going to try diamonds, dragonstone, and topaz, which I feel like is not that common, but I found out that I think the topaz is going to be pretty profitable and also really great XP rate. So to do this method, if you don't know, you're going to need a mold. We're going to be using the bracelet mold. We're actually going to try rings later in the video, but we'll get to that. And you just want to get one mold, and then since you're not going to be able to fit 14 of it each in your inventory, you're going to want to just set your X quantity to 13, and you'll need to withdraw 13 diamonds or whatever gem you're using and 13 gold bars. So the gold bars will be consistent, obviously, throughout the whichever gems you use, but the gems could change. So we're doing bracelets right now. We're going to do bracelets for diamond, and we're going to do bracelets for topaz, but I don't have the level for Dragonstone bracelets. And if you do, which is 78, I believe, you should probably do bracelets because that will most likely be more expensive. But we're going to do rings, and right now the grand exchange rate for the rings are just as much as the bracelets. So I think it'll be pretty similar in profitability, and XP rates should probably be pretty similar as well. So we're just going to quickly smelt all of these, and then we're going to go to the grand exchange, sell them off, and we're going to talk about the XP rates that we got, the profit that we made, and how much you can expect an hour. And also you could see, this is semi-AFK, not as AFK as my last video, because there's only 13 in your inventory, whereas we had 28, or actually probably like 27 in our inventory, because we needed the rune slot to enchant the bracelets, but still pretty good. It's not very click intensive, and I feel like a lot of people resort to cutting gems to train crafting, which is faster, but it's much, much more expensive. I mean, this is profitable, so I like this method. So we're going to just quickly smelt all these, and we'll reconvene later. All right, we are back. We finished with the diamond bracelets, and now we're moving on to topaz. So one thing to note for the topaz is you need silver bars instead of gold bars. I mean, the price is very similar. I think silver is like a few GP more, but just keep that in mind. And you could tell they have a different cosmetic look to them as well. So keep that in mind, and we're going to continue on smelting these bracelets. All right, we just finished with the topaz bracelets, and now we're on to our last method, Dragonstone Rings. Make sure you exchange the bracelet mold for a ring mold. Probably not that much. Let's see how much it is. Yeah, it's 100 GP, so not all that much. And just the same method as before. smelting in the furnace. We're back to gold bars this time, so remember that. But everything is the same as before. We're just doing rings. You could do bracelets. Right now they're pretty much the same price. I think bracelets might be a tad bit more GP per hour and better experience rates. But you could do Dragonstone Rings at a much lower level. I think you need 78, I think we said earlier, for the Dragonstone bracelets. So keep that in mind. All right, we will be back when we're done smelting. All right, we are back. We just put everything in the Grand Exchange. We had 2 things instant sell, and we're waiting on one other thing to sell. So let's take a look, talk about the prices that we sold it at, my thoughts, and how much money you can make doing this. All right, so as you can see, we'll go back to the Grand Exchange. These topaz bracelets. So on paper, they looked very good and very profitable. On paper, they could make you 500k GP per hour, but I have found the issue is they have very low volume. So it might seem good, but I don't know if this method is really replicable on a large basis, especially if you're going to do thousands of these. I'm only trying to sell 100, and I can't sell them 200 GP under. So topaz might not be the way to go. If you have a long timeline and you don't mind if this offer sits in the GE overnight, then go for it. I think if you're able to get the cut topaz at a great price, this could be extremely profitable if you wait a little bit. But the other 2 sold immediately. So diamond bracelets, diamond rings, they were perfect. So let's talk about the rates. So we'll go back to the topaz for a second. So topaz on paper, yes, 500k at GP an hour, which is fantastic for the low level requirement that it is. And you get 105k experience per hour. So do what you want with that information. Next up, we have diamond bracelets. So not as profitable, but they sell consistently, and there's a lot more volume being traded. Diamond bracelets. So they make you about 300k per hour, which is still great. Still great. I do this method. I craft diamond bracelets for my personal use because I don't want to be spending money to train these skills. And at 133k experience an hour, I'll take that any day. That's great. But here's the real moneymaker. So we made Dragonstone Rings because it has a low requirement. I'll show you right here. Dragonstone Rings only require 55 crafting. This is why we did it. I only have 60 crafting, as you could see. And they're pretty good. So the XP is 140k per hour. The GP is 300k per hour. So pretty similar to the diamond bracelets, a little bit better XP per hour and pretty much the same exact GP per hour. But here's the money maker. If you have a higher crafting level, boom. These Dragonstone bracelets, the price has risen on those Dragonstone bracelets. I don't know if it's because of the video I made. I'm not saying anything now. But now is the time to capitalize on it. You get 155k XP per hour, which is better than, obviously, it's better than what we already talked about. It's 15k better than the rings, but the GP per hour is insane. Right now, it's at least 600k per hour, and probably up to 700k, depending on the price you can sell those bracelets at. Now, stack that with the video I made, enchanting those bracelets, turning into combat bracelets. The possibilities are endless here. Crafting just got really, really profitable. 600k per hour for, AFKing at the smelting furnace? I'll take that. You just need 74 crafting. I said some other levels earlier in the video. That is wrong. I will correct that. But 74 crafting, and you got yourself sitting on a perfectly nice, stable method to craft. Obviously, I just said stable. Probably shouldn't have used that word because obviously these prices are going to fluctuate. But who knows? Maybe they're going to get better. They might get more profitable. But for right now, that's where they're at. So, just want to wrap up this video here. I hope you like these kinds of videos. I'm going to make a lot more. So this is probably a more common method, but don't worry. They're getting more and more and more obscure. I can't wait for you guys to see what we got cooking up. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you know when we come out with these crazy methods so you could be the first one to capitalize on them. And I'll see you in the next one. Sqee Jvanny out.